Guys, welcome back for the soulmate update mid-month for Virgos. Now, I pulled the cards ahead of time. I'd also like to welcome you for those of you who are new, and if you are wanting a booking, the link is directly below. Tribe, thank you for returning as well, those of you who have been following for a long time. A new channel also is going to be launched, and again, the information is below, and if you are subscribed, you'll get more information on the channel. Now, let's have a look at what is going on with you guys. Past tense frequency. Okay, some of you are looking back upon times, places, and things, and it's very common because we've got Venus retrograde moving forward as of the 16th. It's going direct. Mercury will be going retrograde on the same day Venus is going direct. So anything connected to contracts, legalities, tying up of loose ends can become a little bit more problematic. Communication can be quite an issue within connections. Now, this is for couples or singles regardless. I'll try and grab the information and the vibration of what's coming through from a psychic point of view for you. Really, Virgos, what you guys are reflecting upon, be it you're in a relationship or you're thinking about a person in particular, is when you were having situations that weren't quite going on according to plan. This can be within relationships, it can be breakups, really a deep reflective energy. And even when we are directly invested in a connection, we can still have that frequency where we're looking back and thinking where things went wrong on your side and theirs. Moving forward, your current position. You might be trying to keep your cards close to your chest. You may be hearing things through the grapevine that irritates you. You might be a little bit too concerned about what people think as well. Moving forward, there may be some things that you wanted to avoid in a sense of conflict. There may have been some things you wanted to get off the ground or directly within this connection. And the frequency moving forward with Venus is going to instill an aspect of balance within the connection you have or the one in which you're ushering in. Again, do look at do cross-reference so that you can see how it's relating. So again, I've pulled cards for theirs and for the in-between energy of what's going on in your life. Past tense, you may have been really reflecting upon a person, a relationship that didn't go according to plan. And even in your current state, it may be that the person you're questioning, now when I say questioning, the person you're directly thinking about might be moving home, may need to do more work. You might not currently feel at home in your own skin as well. You might not quite be feeling yourself, especially with things that are happening around you and an imbalanced frequency going on in your current situation. If you're thinking about this person, it can be that there's things going on, and in the past what you had was you were left out in the cold, you had to move home, etc., things to that degree. I'm feeling for you moving forward though, there is deep reflection about these situations and what creates stability. The hopes are going to return after an ending. Now, it is a reset button with Venus moving direct. A lot of us are compartmentalizing things where we've taken them off the shelf or from the underworld. We're looking at our relationships, our passions, the things we invested in, and then we're taking it back to our life and we're saying, okay, what part did I hold in that? What part did another hold? Now, how can I use my frequency in the way I relate to others or this person to change that, and can I? A lot of us, even at levels in the last week of retrograde, may have not been looking at things so pretty, okay? Might have been feeling very sad with things that don't feel balanced and even, and there was a lot of family frequency coming up, you know, base chakra energy for everybody collectively, looking at, you know, what makes us grounded, what makes us feel safe, where we can change the balance in our connections, as well as a lot of the core wounds did come from childhood, so it can be childhood related dynamics, and then it can come through forward into direct family members and then into relationships where it's them as well. It's an ending of a karmic cycle, okay? It's a reset button which is going on in your own personal life, very separate to the soul connection. You're having an upgrade, so to speak, in a sense of a transformation. how others are directly influencing you is that, you know, you may need to let go of certain ways of thinking, or a direct person. It can be either or. It can even be the past, letting go. These people around you are showing you things, and a lot of time our external world directly mirrors our internal world. So if you're casting an observation in general towards this person, your partner, or the person you are inquiring about, what's going on in your life that directly mirrors that? So it'll be your friends, your kin, children, etc. Is something going on inside that feels great or not so great? It's going to be showing you, but it's an ending of that chapter. The movement forward can be, for some of you, not all of you, it may be past tense frequency you're addressing, which was having to let go of someone who betrayed you, having to forgive that factor. So the influence at the moment is either at a 3D level, this person directly did the wrong thing by you, or a previous frequency did. But it's letting go of that regardless. So they're influencing you. The movement forward can be such. Others of you, it's a past tense frequency. That's you're purging and you're healing from, and you're moving forward. This can even be down to your childhood, looking at the paradigms, the connections, and going, hey, you know, my relationships are very different, but I remember back to X, Y, and Z, and it didn't feel so great. How you are looking at this person. Your current feelings of courage. You know that you're going to a next chapter. You're choosing what that next chapter is going to be. How you're feeling about the past was, this is the one. This was the one. This is the best thing since sliced cheese. What you are seeing currently is that there is a delay and there's a change in the air. Something's changing. What you do wish to see is something to change up the frequency in it, be it you with them or not. It's like there's a stagnating energy here where there's something that needs to change, because it's like Groundhog Day, and you're feeling, you don't know whether you can cope with the Groundhog Day. This is a very, it can be nostalgia. It can be looking back of when things were super cheesy and fly. You're trying to avoid a disaster, but it's not quite there, but it's ho-hum. Something needs to change. You can't quite put your finger on it. What your intentions are. It can be for some of you, you're looking back to the way things were and you're trying to get the balance back to that frequency of when you first met. And that's for those of you who are single, ushering it back in. Others of you, it is a past tense person and you're romanticizing that. You know, if you're in a partnership, it could be even looking back to that and saying, why can't we have the simple back there? Your actions right now is, try and be patient and do the work in the connection. Try and see if you can, I'm hearing don't communicate certain things yet while you're meditating. Even coming out of retrograde, which is all to do with our passions, our love, our romance with Venus at the moment, we may not be completely clear on what our faith and our belief system is in a situation just yet. For those of you who aren't in communication, the possible outcome. You're going to have to be strong and, any aspects on your side of the fence that you need to deal with, try and deal with those at the moment to keep you grounded. You do have the strength to handle this. And I am being shown a lunar eclipse. This can be a transformative stage just before reaching the pinnacle. Now, 9 to me, I had a conversation with a client this morning and she said her house was number 9. My house is number 9. 9 can mean many things. It can also be Hermit Mode card. It can be healing. It can be spiritual guide. Things that your calling is at this point in time. It's a very strong energy, but at the same time, it's a very protected energy. So you are actually very protected, even just from the number. In relation to communication, it's in reverse at the moment. And again, that's 2 times that's coming through in your reading. But I feel it's more on your side of the fence than theirs because you're in an assessment state. being the number 9 being a hermit energy at a frequency level, what I'm getting from that is absorb it first. You've gained some perspective. Sit back, look at something prior to making a judgment, because I'm feeling there's something you've missed. Have a closer look. Those of you who aren't connected yet, in relation to contact, again, this is you know how this is going to go. It can be a critical frequency. That can be on your side of the fence or theirs. That can even be within the connection. There's a bit of critical frequency going on. It can be frustration on your side or theirs. So it's not the best time for communication, because I feel a lot of agitation. This can be in general frustration of movement. Now, in the past, it might have been they were very abundant. It might have been they were fertile. It may have been they had a child. They're very, in their current state in their life, they're very bogged down with things that they're dealing with. Moving forward, they're going to make a judgment. Now, again, this is from Venus retrograde through to direct. And I'm going to release these videos ahead of time so we can get the clarity of how we need to react to these situations. Moving forward, there is going to be a balance. There is going to be justice. It's what's required. But being triggered at this point could be very problematic prematurely. Now, interestingly enough, how others are affecting them. There might be things in their family going on. This can be within your relationship, or it can be external to that. There's dynamics going on for them. This is how they are being influenced, is by the vibrations of other people, by external situations. Again, on your side, there was very much judgment, critical, harsh opinions. It could be in relation to, maybe you guys wanting children, or maybe you guys wanting to get a balance in life after things changed. Regardless, others are influencing them in a way in which it's pressure. There's regret. There's regrets of things that didn't quite go according to plan. There is a frequency of feeling unwell, feeling run down, somebody in the family even being sick. The movement forward, again, it's brave energy, and it is in relation to a connection. Some people may be taking the connection to the next level. Some might be having dramas because of a wedding coming up. But there are external situations going on that are bogging this person's frequency down. And you, in a way, are feeling overwhelmed. You feel like you don't have enough time to talk. You feel like you'd like to communicate your truth, but you don't feel it's the right time. So it can go two ways. It's either it's not appropriate for you to say something, or you're being cautious due to some external situations. Some of you, if this person is in a relationship, there could be those reasons why, and you're biding your time. Okay, that's for cross watchers. In your 3D life at the moment, in relation to money, you feel that you could have done things differently. Okay, so you're being cautious, but you feel you can do some things differently. You might be meditating upon how to change that, moving from here into the future. In relation to love, it can be you directly want to be with this person till the day you die, especially with this about your feelings from the past. Now, this can be a past tense person, or it can be how it was in the past. You want to go back to that frequency, all better roses and great. But I do feel that there is an energy of someone you're focusing on that you want to be till the day you die. Some energies have become stagnant though, and you feel it needs to change. You're becoming a bit sad, some of you. And the path forward is really like, do we have to focus on other things? And it might be there are other dilemmas coming up and other dramas coming up, so you don't have as much time. And that can be really worrying you in the bigger midst of the picture if you're always busy. For them on their side, again, they're not focused on finances either, but it might be that this is what's going to happen. It could be new positions. It could be added responsibilities going on. They're not feeling as fortunate. For some, it might be there's a job they're waiting on coming in, or they're losing a job or something to that degree. It feels stresses, but I don't feel their energy to be concerned about it. I feel both you and them separately and together are very protected. But at the same time, it feels their energy is very much focused on something else at the minute. In love, again, they can't, and it's not they're not worried about it. They've just got other shit on their plate. That's the only way I can say it. And the movement forward is in relation to a person who's unwell. So this can be mother, father, grandfather, uncle, child, being focused on that frequency in general. This can be their frequency even getting to that point. And for some of you, it can be an unwell frequency on their side, health related. And again, I'm not a doctor. I mean more from an emotional point of view. But again, if you feel there's something they need to check and you are with them, you know, follow your intuition. Do what you feel you need to do, especially if you think they should go and seek help. But I do feel there is a lot of low frequency and sadness and concern on their side. If you are wanting a private booking, feel free to go to the link below. It takes you through the whole process. It's like, how would I put it? I was going to say it's like a doctor's surgery, but that's like, it is literally click on the link. You can book the date and the time. And if you have issues, there is a message section in the website. Very simple. And the link will take you straight to the website. Love and light, guys. See you during the month.